What's up, modern Vikings? How you guys doing today? Hope you're crushing it out there, doing everything you can to be awesome, be a great, strong man in a world full of weak little bitches. Hey, today I wanted to talk to you real quick about something uh, super important, especially as we're going forward in the next few years. Real skills versus schooling and education. The ability to do things to be capable is a huge, huge masculine ability. Um, as you can see behind me, I'm in a workshop surrounded by tools of all kinds and all that stuff. So, anyway, uh, being able to build something, being able to fix something, being able to create something, being able to change a tire, being able to fight, being able to stitch somebody up or stitch yourself up if you get cut, being able to put bullets on target, being able to pick up certain objects, certain tools, and use them and know how to use them effectively. Very, very critically important. Now, obviously, we can't know everything. We lived for 500 years. We still would never know everything, but there are critical skills that are important, mechanical skills that will serve you. And I realize that there's a mentality out there. Uh, I'll just pay someone to do it. Well, that's all fine and good as long as society is doing just perfect. If there's social unrest, if there's natural disasters, if there's times where things collapse and break down, real skills become critically important. Uh, the ability to get things running, the ability to uh, hunt, the ability to know how to raise crops, raise animals, raise food, forage for food, the ability to build shelter, to provide defenses, the ability to just, I think you get what I'm getting at. Right now, we currently live in the information age where there is unlimited information at all of our fingertips. The fact that you're watching this right now proves it. You want to learn valuable skills, and maybe you already know them. Maybe you grew up and you had a strong dad or someone in your life that was able to teach you these valuable skills. Can you turn a wrench if you have to? Can you hammer a nail? Can you use an axe to chop wood? Can you do any number of things that, can you sharpen a blade? These things are very important in life. But I know that most men today don't know how to do a lot of those things. And I think it's come from a whole, mentality of, well, you go to school and you learn to be a doctor or a lawyer or a nurse or, one of these other skills, which are also very, very important. Or you go into computer sciences and things like that. Very awesome stuff. Very good high level skills and things to know. But also, some of those skills will become completely worthless if there's any kind of societal breakdown, if there's any kind of interruption in the supply chains, if there's any kind of, um, you know, government takeover or what have you. Any situation where you're going to have to act and do for yourself, you're not going to be able to call somebody to fix it. You're not going to be able to call the police to save you. You're not going to be able to necessarily call a doctor to come help you. You're not going to necessarily be able to go to the store and purchase the food you need. Or what if supply lines are interrupted and there is no food at the stores? I mean, the ability to know things, the ability to do things for yourself, to build things around you that will help your survival and the ones you love is important. You know, basic repairs, basic building, All these things are very important skills that pretty much, along with masculinity, have kind of been looked down upon, for a few years now. Well, quite a few. Uh, Something I recall, which I wish I wish I would have taken more advantage of it. Like I mentioned before, my dad was definitely beta, but he, uh, out of necessity, living in an impoverished state of existence, he had to fix a lot of stuff himself. He just didn't have a choice, and so um, he taught me a lot of things that I didn't realize at the time were useful. And there was a lot of things that he wanted to teach me, that he probably tried to teach me, but I was resistant. Um, I didn't really want to learn things like that. I wanted to learn to play the guitar. I wanted to learn things that interested me, and I had absolutely zero interest in anything like that. Uh, but I, over time, have done many things, and through experience, have learned a tremendous amount of things, uh, real world skills. And I say that to you because I've had an evolution of thought and the way I approach that. Now, it felt crappy because most of the time everybody else would, well, your car's broken down. Well, you pay the mechanic and they fix it. Well, you couldn't pay the mechanic in my house. You had to do it yourself because there just wasn't money to pay the mechanic. There was barely enough money to put food on the table, and that it just is what it is. But he did a lot of things himself because it was necessary. He didn't really have the option. Um, he did the best he could. And looking back on it now, I was stupid, really, at that point in time. I could have I could have capitalized on that so much more, and I could have learned so much more from him, um, while I still had the chance. But anyway, that's another story. But learn real skills. I guess that's the bottom line. This whole video, learn real skills. Seek out the things that are difficult and learn to do them, with the intent of, well, if shit hits the fan in one way or another, you could be prepared. I mean, there used to be a thing called Boy Scouts, and that's what they focused on, was preparedness and knowing how to do things, and you know, um, real skills that you can actually use in a real world situation. So, anyway, hope that helps. I hope that pushes you modern Vikings closer to being uh, more modern Vikings. They are. I mean, look at your ancestors. They did the hard things. The fact that you're here is proof that they did the hard things. They fought, they built, they fought the elements, they carved out a section of land somewhere, and they defended it from enemies, and they defended it from the elements, and they built farms, and they raised animals, and they hunted, and they foraged, and they built shelters, and they did all these things, and that's why you're fucking here today. So keep that in mind as you're going forward. I don't know what your mentality is. I like to learn new things. I think it's fantastic. It's fun. I enjoy it. I feel like I'm more of a complete man when I'm learning new things constantly. That makes me feel good. It makes me happy. Um, Wherever you're at, just try to have an open mind and realize that maybe you always did it a certain way. Maybe you always paid the mechanic to fix your car. Maybe you always paid someone to come do the hard things for you. But I'm saying, to be a modern Viking, to be a capable man, yeah, I mean, sure, go ahead, pay them. I mean, you have the money to do so. Why not? But I would say learn how to do it first yourself, and know how to do it first yourself, so that if there's ever a time when you need to and you can't call someone, you'll still be okay. You'll still be a very capable, strong, and successful man. So, anyway, those are my thoughts. Have a great day. Peace out.